Hello, this is Andrea and welcome to my crafting channel, Andrea Crafts. And today I'm going to show you the book that I just finished making for Dear Julie Julie's Junk Journal Challenge for June. It's called June Just Look Around Junk Journal Challenge. Okay? And I used the cover from a book called Peter Stuyvesant of Old New York. Now, I read this book last year before I took this apart. It's from 1954. It's like a middle school reader book about the history. Anyway, I learned stuff, about some of the Dutch colonies, but hopefully there's some better written ones nowadays, because it had stuff in it like the Native Americans got a good deal on the land, like some parts were sold for like beads and buttons to Native American, or they bought them from, anyway, they said they got a good deal because the Native Americans weren't building anything on the land. They weren't using it, that's what they said. Anyway, so it's a little unusual. But, so the size is 8 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. Let me see the size of the spine. The spine is about 1 1/4 inches. It really got bigger than I thought it was going to, so I'm going to take the items out as I go through this and see if it lies flat at all. So, this is the first time I did a retro style journal, and what I mean by that is I tried to make it look like 50s, 60s, 70s style. And here's my 3D element. It is a flower that I did from a tutorial, watching a tutorial on Joey DeFee. Oh, I should say the digitals I used, I believe, are colorful. Oh my goodness, I should have wrote this down. One is Mimi's Flowers, which you'll see in here. Like here's one of the ones from Mimi's Flowers. And I used the rainbows that I got from the Patreon. And I think it's just called Colorful Pages, the other one. It's like these pages that are dyed with Easter egg dye type stuff. So, when you open the book, I have a pocket here. I haven't put anything in it yet because this is where I usually put what the book is about. How to use a junk journal. Suggestions. And then here is the person could put their name. I have 5 tabs in here, so there's one of the first tabs. And in this pocket here, so here's the colorful pages. This one's yellow. There's like yellow, blue, green, and pink. I have a postcard in here that is a Disney postcard. Now it's a reproduction, or it's a postcard that they used artwork from the 1950s in it, but the postcard is from 2017. I got that in Happy Mail. And I made this little booklet here. Oh, and I also used, this was a gift for going to one of the live videos, and I won it as a prize for guessing a number. So they're these tiny postcards, and I have them on some things. And this is just a little scrap notebook that I made with some leftover paper that I had. There's 8 pages in here. Well, 16 if you count both sides. So, here is one of the paper clips. I think I have 4 paper clips. This is something I got in Happy Mail. It's just an old paper that someone had written for school, selling what they did. This is we had to do different things, like, so it's just look around, so it has things like windows, doors, shelves, this kind of thing. And this is my door item, and I did it as a slide, so you can just slide this over to cover the bunny. Let me use my other hand. And then if you want, you could write here and then cover that back up. There's the bunny. Here's some more of that colorful paper. This is my double Dutch door, and you open it up and there's a little paper doll in there, and she's in a pocket, and you can write on the back if you want to. That's that old-fashioned paper doll. Her name's Dolly Dingle. Oh, I should take stuff out so we can see if this lies flat. I forgot I was doing that. Okay. Here is a pocket and a little journaling card. Some of the rainbow paper. This is my window element, and it is a pocket. I can't remember where I learned this tutorial, but there's the little card inside that I made with an index card. Here's a side pocket, and it has a little folder, and in it I just have some papers that you can write on. This is from the Mimi's Flowers. The center is a page, you know, it's Norman Rockwell, but it's from a modern calendar. And then this is a flip-up page. I can't remember who I watched doing this. It was someone that was showing different pages you could make with book paper, and then you could just glue in later when you wanted to. And I did this one where you can flip it up and write in there. There's another page tab. Here's my double tuck. I've got a card there. This is a playing card, and I put paper on the back for writing. Here's the other half of the coloring page. Here's some of that colorful paper. This is my cabinet item. So you open this, and then I have two little pockets in here, and I used this. They're both the same. They're from the same thing. It's from a thank you card that I had pieces of it left over, and I thought that would be a nice little card to write on in there. This is my diamond-shaped journaling card, and you turn it over, and I made it look like there's water ice in here. This is from the colorful paper too. Yeah, so I made it look like a water ice. This is my square element, I think, and my tuck, or it's just my tuck maybe. And it opens 3 parts, and you can write in here. And this is my arched top. I did it as a top tuck, and I have a 3x5 card here, and it has a picture of Winnie the Pooh and some stamping. Oh, I can take that out. Now here, this is my oval item, and I made this, it's a shaker, but I made it to look like my husband had this, we've known each other, let's say, for a long time, when we knew each other in high school. And he had this little thing that was shaped like this, and it had sand in it, and he would just turn it around and the sand would move. So I wanted to make something like that. It's not shaking very well. I think I made it too tight, but you could write on the back. Here I made a writing board, and this is from the Mimi's Flowers too. This is my first time making a writing board, but it's so that you could put this in here and then you can write on here without worrying if there's something bumpy behind it. Another, can't think what it's called. Oh, this is from a sewing pattern. I fussy cut that out. Oh, and I also have these cabbage pages. They're, I think they're cabbage. No, they're not cabbage. So she dyed, she printed on paper, Julie did, with, like, she had cut off the celery and then dipped it in paint and then made these. And this one I have as something from the Patreon, a free page from the Patreon. So you can see it easier here. It kind of looks like flowers. This is my tuck, and I just put this little bingo paper here, and you could write on the back. This is my not tuck, this is a belly band, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's more than 4 shapes. This is my pull down drawer, and it pulls right out of these photo corners like this. I made it to look like a roll top desk or a pull down desk, and then I have this little thing that looks like a file card. It says letters on it. Here's this, another one of these. This is my double-edged pocket, and I have cards in here. This one has a flower on it. This one has a flower and a star. This is another from the pattern, the vintage pattern. This is a flower that I made by watching a tutorial. You basically draw this on pattern paper and then you cut it out around it, and so that's that. This is my pop open item, and it's like the bottom of a paper bag. So you open it like this, and inside you can see the sewing machine. I cut that out of a magazine. And then there's this piece of paper in here that you could write on and put back in there. Sorry, my hands are shaky. This is just some old paper I was given in Happy Mail. This background here it's from a book that I got that's about TV Guide magazine, I believe. So it looks like it's a photocopy, but maybe this picture is a photocopy, but this came out of the book. And here's my round tuck, and I made this bookmark, and it looks like a cat. I'll put a link to that in the description below, because I did some, like, I like to do little things that I'm trying out for things that I see online. So that's something I did this month. This is my flip-flop flap, flip-flop with a flap. You can write in here, and then this is a heart shape. This is my 4 shapes, and I did a flip with it, and I made the top part, the triangle, look like a fortune cookie because I put this fortune in here that says never give up. So it flips open like this. You can write on it. Whoops. I think this one flips too. Yeah, so there's that. This is my medicine cabinet element, and I made it to look like this was a mirror. I had this shiny paper that I think I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I put some more of those tiny pictures to make it look like someone tucked pictures into the mirror. And then you open it like this. You can write in here, and then I have this card, and you can write on this side. I have this side showing because I like, I think I said this before, I like the little angels on the bicycles for bicycle cards. Okay, this is my bookshelf element, and it is a hidden journaling card where you can write on that card that's in there. And these are little pieces of paper put in here that look like books to make it look like they're books on a bookshelf. My hand just shakes so much, sorry. I just tried to make it look like the edges were books by putting, this is a sticker, this is a sticker, and this is a sticker. And then here's the back. This is my triangle element, and it is a flip tuck. And this is just a part of a postcard that was in the Flow magazine that I have. And I just thought that looked nice and retro there. So that's the end of that. And let's see, how flat does it sit? You can get it almost flat with nothing in it, none of the extras. You'd have to push down a little bit. But that's my book. And here are all the things I pulled out of it. I don't think there's only a few vintage things in the book. So I don't know if you want me to point out the vintage things. This is vintage. I only think it's from like the 50s maybe. What else? I don't know how old this is. Maybe it's from the 60s or 70s. And I think that's it. So anyway, I hope you liked my book, and check out the links below for Dear Julie and other things that I might have mentioned here. And until next time, happy crafting!